Okay, so it's Tuesday night. We are going to get down and dirty with some hard, cold facts, some hard, cold truths that maybe some of us don't want to hear. And I'm going to let Andrea Derrick lay those out because she wanted to do some house cleaning tonight. So, you know what? This is really, really exciting. We have taken our training calls down to 2 a month right now. We'll probably amp those back up in the next month. We're going to see how it goes in September. But we wanted to focus more on individual training calls. Yes, that takes a lot more time for us personally, but I know that everybody works a little bit differently, and we want to make sure that we're giving you all that personal attention. I work with my runners. If you get on training calls, you do book studies, you put in the effort, I'm willing to take 20 minutes out of my day to give you that personal time. I want to do that because it's really helped me when my leaders have done that. So we have something super exciting. Andrew, should we share now or should we wait till the end? Maybe oh, you're muted.
Oh, yeah.
Let's wait till the end. I'm really excited.
Yeah, I was like, we'll get the nitty gritty out of the way and then we'll share.
Yeah, let's get some nitty gritty house cleaning out of the way. Okay, but first I want to kind of hear, how does everybody feel like their business has gone this summer? I want to talk about the summer as a whole.
Yeah.
Be honest. Keep it real. Unmute yourself. Raise your hand. Thumbs up. Thumbs down. So,
yeah, let's make this call just kind of like, let's all just participate and talk. I mean, Amelia and I are going to talk a little bit, but we want to hear some feedback from you guys because we see it on the numbers and stuff. So we just want to see how you guys are feeling and what you guys think about, June, July, and August.
Yeah, I want to hear from you guys. I mean, this isn't the Amelia show or the Andrea show. This is everybody. We're a team. So I feel like everybody that gets on these calls has a lot of value also to offer the team. So I want y'all to openly share. So let me just go ahead and speak from what I'm seeing from the team, or from the perspective that the numbers are down. The numbers are down. Anybody feel like the numbers are down? Yeah. Okay. Does everybody know why that is? Maybe it's like we have these amazing products, new products. We thought we would just blow it up as soon as that. What's going on? Well, let me tell y'all. This is the time, like everybody is traveling with vacation. They're putting bad things in their body. They're just budgeting for vacation. They're cutting off things, putting themselves back on the back burner. You have to expect that in this industry to happen, right? Now, what you also have to expect is that those people, they need what you have more than ever right now. So this is where you separate a true professional from an amateur. Are you going to follow back up with those people that you've been talking to that kind of blew you off or didn't respond or maybe turned off their back order and say, all right, girl, you've enjoyed summer. We've all been putting things in our body we maybe shouldn't have. Are you ready to get back on your products and stay consistent with me? Because there's some big things coming up I want you to be a part of. That's what I'm saying to people. I'm addressing the fact and getting real with them that they've been enjoying summer. They've been putting bad things in their body, I'm sure, because they post on Facebook. And let's get back and get on your products and get settled again. Now, if you're not doing that, you guys, you're scared, right? Shake your head. Who's not doing that? Who's not saying that to people? What are you scared of? Scared they're going to tell you no, they're going to ignore you, scared you're going to be offensive. No, it's all about your tone and all about your delivery. So I feel like you guys get on these calls for what reason? To move your business forward? Right? To move your business forward. So how are we going to move our business forward? You're going to be doing action on these calls. Okay. Like for example, I've asked you guys to find power partners together, find somebody that you can talk to, role play with. I don't know that many people have. Who's found a power partner they're doing a DMO hour with? Anybody? No? Nobody? Okay. Well, I'm telling you, the lady that I'm doing mine with, and she's not on my team, she's on her whole other team, but she has seen huge increase in her numbers and having people doing power calls together. Like the Zoom, sitting down and doing your power hour, you're accountable to that. How many of us have not maybe been doing even our DMO work, our IPA, reaching out to people, following up with people? It's summer, we're hanging out, we're doing it. Like, let's call it like it is. Let's keep it real. I have totally laxed on some days. I'm like, oh, I have a list of things to do. I haven't done it. But when I got my accountability partner and I started meeting her 4 days a week on Zoom, it really changed the course of my business. Oh, I hope my internet's not broken. So that's what I want to challenge y'all to. Doing the hard things, getting a partner, being accountable to somebody, because in this business, Do you know why it's hard for people to become successful in this business? Is because you don't have a boss writing your paycheck saying, if you don't come to work, you don't get a paycheck. You have to be your self-motivator. It is so hard, right? And it's brave. Y'all, it's brave that you all are broke out of the box. You're trying to build something amazing for your family without someone over your shoulder telling you what you have to do. So it's often hard sometimes for ourselves to do that. So that's why Andrea, and we've teamed up. Lynn and we've teamed up. I mean, I kind of have, 2 power partners that I work with on the regular because I feel accountable to somebody. Like, I needed that. I'm an emerald, but I need accountability. You guys, it's not a fault if you can't stay accountable to yourself. You didn't fail. You just need a different avenue, right? A different avenue. So role playing is a really important thing that you do with your power partner. So for example, okay, can I just put somebody on the spot? Anybody? It's where no one's judging. We're all here to have fun. We're all here to learn. Let's go with who doesn't look like they're distracted with a baby. Okay, let's go with Morgan. Hi, Morgan. You're at the top of my screen right in the middle. I'm going to unmute you. Okay. So Morgan, say that I'm a customer and I reach out to you and I say, so Morgan, what's this Plexus stuff? I just read some awful review on Google. What is this stuff? How are you going to handle that?
First thing I would ask them is what product they're asking about, what sparked their interest, what they heard the review about, and I guess kind of get a feel for what interested them about Plexus. So I can kind of go from there.
Okay, and then she said, well, I see everyone talking about this paint drink, so I looked it up. It says it has, caffeine and DMAA, all this crap in it. That's crazy. What are you doing promoting that?
A lot of the people I promote it to, I work with, and they see me drink it, and they know that I love it so much. So that's kind of been, I don't have a whole lot of business outside of my coworkers right now. Mm-hmm. So the people that have approached me asking what is it, I just kind of, throw it out there that it's a drink to help stabilize your blood sugar, give you more energy during the day. It's non-stimulant. You can take it anytime. And then I kind of slip in the, hey, do you want me to send you a sample?
Now, but you know that all those things I just said were false. There are very incorrect blogs and articles that are very false. So how would you, it's just like any objection, but how would you handle someone that said something to you that's completely false? Do you know what I mean? How would you respond if, in fact,
I would tell them you can Google any product and a bad review and you're going to get it. You're going to get people that had a bad experience, whether it was from the drink, whether it was from the product or the business side, they just didn't like any of it. So any product you Google, you can get a bad review on. Or you can't base Google off that.
Okay, do you see what I loved about that answer right there? Was confidence. And she was just like, you can Google anything. You can Google Applebee's, okay? I love Applebee's, honey. They deliver every time. I mean, I really don't even go there. But I'm saying you can Google any place and find a bad review on it. But what I can tell you, and this is where the confidence comes through, what I can tell you is I've done the research. The people in my business have done the research. They're kind of ingredient snobs. And I'm your friend. I wouldn't promote something that wouldn't be good for you or your family and leave it at that. Then, and like you said, then I would say, how about you let me send you a sample and let's get your own opinion of Plexus before you read reviews, right? Perfect. I love that. Okay, great. All right. Now, Brianna, I'm going to put you on the spot for a second. What if someone says to you, she's been on the products 2 weeks and she's like, oh, I just haven't lost any weight yet. I'm not going to do this anymore. I don't think this works. What are you going to say?
Usually I go back through our conversation and see what we had talked about. Mm-hmm. What her goals were in the beginning. Was it energy, sleep, fatigue, whatever? And then I bring those back up. And I'd be like, okay, maybe you haven't lost weight just yet, but you haven't given it enough time. And then I go back and I say, are you sleeping better? Have you noticed increased energy? Are your sugar cravings being taken care of? Things like that. So I always try and make sure I know their goals, so I can go back and kind of put that in their face.
Yeah, because I'm sure, we know we always ask people that. How do you sleep at night? What do you tend to crave during the day? Things like that, right? And then that's perfect. You go back through what your conversation, listen to what they struggle with, and that's when you can say, well, how about this? I know you told me you kind of struggle with yeast infections. Have you had any of those? Take their mind back to that, because while you guys, we have to know, we are promoting Plexus in the right way. Gut health, full body health, happiness, that's what we're promoting it. But there are still people that are promoting Plexus as weight loss. So you must consider what they're probably seeing outside of our team and the way that we promote it. They might be like, well, why haven't I lost weight yet? So you have to take it back to, listen, I know you want to lose weight, but can I ask if you've ever done like a diet or anything before? You know, maybe you saw quick results, right? And then what happened after you stopped that? It probably, maybe you gained the weight back a little. I wanted you to try something different by investing in your health, understanding what Plexus is doing, and I want to make sure that you get the best out of it. So kind of that, you guys, this is so important, because the reason I wanted to ask that, not specifically to Brianna, she was just right under her, is I feel like our attrition is high because people walk into this not understanding what they're really doing and what they're really paying for and what they're really getting. Do you know what I mean? You want to make sure that when you sign them up personally, and we'll talk about that later, that you were telling them, I am so excited for you that you chose the right way to get healthy. And the reason I say that to people is because you must also keep in mind they are seeing a ton of everyone and their mom is selling something on Facebook these days, right? They're seeing a ton of other programs out there, and someone could be like, oh, I've lost 3 pounds in 2 days from doing ketosis. I'm like, well, you're not eating carbs. Of course you've lost water weight. The ketones thing is just the most ridiculous diet ever. But not diet, I'm just product. But what I'm saying is they are being bombarded with these other things. So you want to make sure to give reassurance to them that they chose the right way, the healthy way, and to be proud of their journey. Does that make sense? That's a really, really big part of our job as health coaches, like a really big part of our job. Okay, thank you so much for your awesome answer, Brianna. Okay, one more question, and I'm loving what I'm getting here. Oh, mom does not know how to unmute herself? Okay, go ahead. I can't hear you. No, you're still muted, but I unmuted you.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. Love Brianna's statement, and the reason I love it is because when you talk to someone about Plexus, it's really important, and what she said was, to dig deeper into their other health needs and their financial needs, not just, okay, great, you want them for weight loss. So, and then she went back and revisited their reasons for starting Plexus. That's awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, I love it. It's very personable. It's good customer service. It's absolutely what we should be doing. It takes a little bit of time. There's like a checklist where it's called new ambassador checklist or new customer checklist. And you can write down on that when you talk to people, when you checked in with them, and notes every time you've talked to them. Everybody has their own kind of system for doing that. So I did want to mention, make sure that you find a system that works for you that you can touch base with. It's like when I do coaching calls with you all, I jot notes down. You know what I mean? What your goals were, how'd you end that month, the things that we talked about in there. So you should be doing the same for your customers. Okay, Andrea, go ahead, dear. I'm going to let you speak for a little bit. Where are you? I lost you. Okay. Okay.
Oh, there you go. I was like, you can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, I'm just going to go over house cleaning things, just basic that we go over every time. But I just feel like we need to be reminded until we get them down packed. That way we can thrive in our business. So just a couple things. I had a call with my business coach today, and we were just looking at the numbers and everything. And I know Amelia and I have talked about it. She's looked at it as a whole as well. And it's kind of like something happened like in the middle of the month where we just maybe like started to decline. I know the middle of the month also was getting back to work, probably from family vacations, kids going back to school. That's a crazy time for moms. I know that. So I just wanted to go over some things that maybe help you guys stay on track with your business, and also, things are crazy with the kids and, getting your schedules back on track, but just like a couple house cleaning tips that you can do daily to make sure that you're staying on track with your business. I think that the one thing too that we always talk about is convenience orders. I think that recently I've seen, a lot of people join the business as an ambassador and then just shut their order off a month later. And so I just have to wonder, like, are we telling them, exactly what a wholesale customer is? Are they, checking all the boxes to be a wholesale customer? That's making sure you're trying the products for 3 to 6 months. And we want to make sure that we're telling these people that, the products are not meant to be taken just a month. We want to make sure that it's not just a weight loss, that these products are meant to be long term. So they know that this is not just they're going to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. And you guys know that too, because you guys take the products. So we want to make sure that we are explaining to them.
Interject real quick right there where you are. Does anybody have any like uncomfortable feelings or doubt about telling people, no, you can't do my products for 30 days? Does anybody feel a way like that they're scared to say that to somebody? Do you feel like, oh my gosh, they want to do them, so I can't tell them, no, you can't do those 30 days? Like, do you have any problems doing that with anyone feel like they?
I know I did when I first started. I was like scared. I basically let the customer just control everything. I was terrified.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, it's okay. It's very normal to feel like that. But let me tell you this, shift your mindset right now. You do not need them to buy from you. They need what you have so much, and you're going to help them. Because here's the thing, as you think of
We can't hear you, Amelia.
oh, sorry, I must have muted myself. But you're thinking big and long term with people, so you want to make sure that you tell them, listen, I understand that you want to try Plexus for 30 days, but I want to make sure that you're aware what Plexus is. It's not like a 24-day challenge, anything like that you possibly see on your Facebook newsfeed. This is very different. So I want you to, when you're ready to give it a full 90 days, and here's the line that you tell people. Remember this line, write it down, say it to sleep when you go to bed 10 times. It takes your body 90 days to produce new cells and repair damaged. Therefore, you really need to give your body 90 days to adjust. I wouldn't want you to waste your money. That shows quite a lot of integrity. You're not just trying to take their money real quick and make a quick sale. You're trying to steer them in the right direction. So by you telling someone, no, you can't do my products for 30 days, you're giving them really good, solid advice, and you're saving yourself bad reputation by just looking, trying to make a quick sale. But what we know is going to happen if someone tries the products 30 days and their goal is weight loss. They're not going to lose a significant amount of weight. And then they're going to go around, they're going to say Plexus doesn't work. They're going to hurt your business more than you telling them no. Does that make sense? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Andrea. I just wanted to elaborate just a bit on that. Oh, Kathleen raised her hand. Go ahead, honey. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Good?
Yeah, good.
All right. I need help on something that's kind of similar to that. I have no problem saying you've got to be with us for 90 days. It's what's best for you. Stopping 30 days from now isn't going to work. What I have a hard time overcoming, and I'm sure you guys have a better way of saying it, is this, I just don't want to be on auto draft. I don't like anything being, I'll do it for 90 days, but I'm going to pull myself off of that. Give me the best way to speak to the commitment that is that.
Okay. Well, I would say, your products are only a 30-day supply. And trust me, you do not want to go realize you're out of your products and you have to wait 5 days for your order. You're not going to like that. Trust me. But if they don't want to agree with that, okay, you can tell them, is there a certain day that would be better for you that you don't feel as stressed about? Like on payday, they can choose their date. They can change that date. And if they don't want to do that, say, okay, well, unfortunately, if you don't want auto pay, then you're going to have to do retail, which is full price. I hate that for you, but if that's what if that's what you're okay with, we'll move there. Be the business person. This is your business. You don't do anybody any favors by letting people join you without a convenience order on. You don't do your
that's like working for free.
Yeah, you don't do your upline any favors either. It frustrates the heck out of them. It makes them want to pull their hair out. You know what I mean? So don't make it hard on yourself and make your business you're cheapening your business when you let people run you over. Does that make sense? Yeah, you need to lead them, okay? Say, well, based on what you've told me, I'm going to say retail is the best option for you at this time. Okay.
You gotta interview. Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Someone else raised their hand. My screen keeps moving. Okay. Oh, go ahead.
Also, I tell people, he puts you on a medication. He puts you on it for life. He doesn't put you on it for 30 days and let's revisit and see how it works for you.
True. All right. Sorry. Amy was talking. I missed that. Amy, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to tell Kathleen that, cause this actually happened with a level 2 or whatever. You could also say, oh yeah, I've had people actually say and do that, but they to that month point, and even though I reminded them, she ended up like being late getting her products, and she loved them so much that was not good. She didn't like being without them for a couple days.
Yeah,
So,
be relatable.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's kind of something you can say too, at least to energize, give them some experience from, your other customers and stuff like that.
Exactly. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I don't get that a whole lot. I feel like some people do, but and I just make it exciting for them and like, listen, you are not going to want to miss a day of your products. Trust me. Trust me. Okay. Sorry, Andrew, go ahead.
No, that's like perfect because it was just about what I was going to talk to you about next is like we need to like interview. We're the interviewer of our people, like the people that we want to bring on either as a retail customer, as a preferred customer, or to work the business. So, like that is what we do. We interview, we can tell, if they are good and they want to work the business and they're going to share their products and they want to take the products consistently, then perfect. I'd be like, you know what? You would be a perfect fit for a wholesale customer and ambassador. And then, I just strongly kind of guide them. I don't, we obviously I let them make that decision, but I'm also excited because I can already they're going to go with whatever my voice is kind of leaning towards. If I'm excited about them being a preferred customer, then they're going to probably be excited about them being a preferred customer. So just, and don't be scared to, tell people because it makes you look professional. People respect that, you're running your business and about these products and that makes you look professional, that you're like, listen, these products don't just work in 30 days. Okay. That people want to be honest. I would want someone to be honest with me and not just try to get me to do something for 30 days. So I get points, you know what I'm saying? Because then I'm going to be discouraged if I'm looking for weight loss because that just doesn't happen in 30 days. So I think that's a really good point. And the objections are, with the convenience orders, I think that you just have to fill the person out. Just like, Amelia and Amy said, you could be relatable, you could be exciting. I usually I kind of do a mixture of what Amy and Amelia do. I just say you don't want to be without your products. Trust me, you have 60 days, to try them. So, it's why not turn it on and you can find the best date that works for you. Maybe not the first of the month is the best date for you. Let's see, we can push it back, but, just talk to them. And I think that the more you relate to them, the better they're going to understand. Okay. So past that, I want to talk about duplication and growing our teams just briefly. We've seen a lot of attrition and like Amelia said, this summer is dragging, but this is the time that we need to be building relationships. And we don't even have to mention Plexus. You can be building friendships anywhere you go. I mean, coffee, play dates,
Filling your
school. Yeah. Feeling. Oh my God. I'm got that country accent going on right now. Filling your funnel and making sure that there are people always in there. And then you're also working with people on the front too. Talking to them about Plexus, but the people on the back burner, I guess you can, just build those relationships. And that's kind of where I'm focusing on right now. I was talking to my business coach, Dylan, and he's like, it's across the board that it has been slow this summer, but that is just how it is. That's just how it is in Plexus. It's slow in the summer and then it revs back up in September. Fall is record breaking. It is boom. And you want to be ready to jump right into your business. You want to finish this month out so strong that in September, you are just flooded with people to reach out to. And so I've been really focusing on every single day, not even cold messaging people and saying hey, have you ever heard of Plexus? Have you ever heard of Plexus? I'm just messaging people, saying and I feel like a broken record, but I'm just going to keep saying this until we all till we can get this going. Just reach out to people and just say, hey, listen, I love your dress. Start these conversations with them, because when that time comes in September that you are ready, they're ready, they're settled in, They've got everything going from the like past the summer. It's beginning to get fall and everyone gets in their routine. Like they are going to say, oh my gosh, Olivia reached out to me about, you know, she was talking to me about my dress, but now I'm kind of like intrigued about these Plexus posts. Like, what is she doing? They're going to like either reach out to you or you're going to be able to reach out to them. So we want to make sure that we're really finishing this month strong, that we're like making connections, making sure that the people like in the middle of the month, like probably on the 15th of the month, I go through, I'm going to sidetrack really quick. I don't want you guys to get caught up in your back offices. I don't know why this just popped in my head, but I remember when I was new with this business that I would literally click my back office like 90 times a day, like just to see who's quit, who hasn't, who, you know, and it really hurt my business because I would be so stressed that like Sandy, I don't even know, just this girl Sandy quit my business, you know, and you get so caught up in that I don't want you guys to do that because that really hurts like the momentum of you promoting your business and your products to people. So I always like kind of, you know, frequently check to make sure everything's going right. Everyone's orders are good. But on the 15th of the month, I go back into my back office. I look at all of my reports and do all of that stuff, like see who might have turned their back order off, maybe who's ordered it in process. And then I reach out to them and then I try to like solve the problem then. But I don't want you guys to get hung up in your back offices so much. And those white lines drive you crazy because it happens. It's totally normal. But that's why we are on these Zoom calls trying to, you know, better the retention. So the next thing I want to talk about is just making sure that people know what they're doing when they're ordering, what they're getting, what they're, you know, what a preferred customer is versus an ambassador. And we want to make sure that their convenience orders are on. And if you see someone that maybe didn't turn their convenience order or that they did turn their convenience order off in the first month, you know, and you ask them like, hey, what's going on? They're like, oh, I just didn't like the products. And then you just take that and you're just like, well, you know, Morgan just didn't like her products. I don't know why. Like we need to ask why, because it could be simply because they're taking too much BioCleanse and they're crapping too much, like, or they're like not taking enough probiotics or in their sugar cravings. Like it could be little tweaks to that. Like we never want to leave someone, you know, just high and dry and just say, oh, well, she just didn't like them. We always want to be the problem solvers, you know, and at least try, you know, one solid good time to, you know, get them back on the products. And then another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is what I'm doing is going back through. I'm not sure how many of you guys like probably don't have as many white lines as Amelia and I do, but and that's not a bad thing. But like I've been going back through and personally calling people that may have dropped off when I first joined, and just saying like just admitting my fault and saying, listen, when you joined, I just joined Plexus as well, and I was learning with you. So I want to invite you back on to try these products again. We have the new Slim, which is awesome. And I just kind of tell them like a brief, like little something about that. And then just invite them on and tell them like, hey, I will coach you this time. I actually kind of know what I'm talking about now. So I think it's really nice to get back on call them up. Their phone numbers are in their back office. I've had really good success with that too. Just like, I think it's just nice to kind of just say like, thank you for your business. When I first started, it was really exciting, and kind of just invite them back on. But I think that the last week, we just really need to focus on going through and making sure that people have got their convenience orders turned on. And we're setting up the people who want to work the business, the people we have brought on your team, that they know exactly what they're doing when they join you. Like they want to make sure that they want to go silver in 7. They want to get a preferred customer right away. That way they can start making money right away, and it's exciting for them. So we want to make sure that, you know, you're making those 3-way calls with your upline. We need to go back old school. Get on those Zoom calls with your upline, with your newbie. Like that is so fun, and they get to like meet everybody, and we can, you know, talk to them and kind of set their game plan out for them. So I think that duplication is definitely the way to go. We want to make sure that we're getting them silver in 7 and a preferred customer right off the cuff, and that they are doing the same thing, that they're posting on Facebook immediately, and we're having them reach out because we want to, they join the business and they're excited about it, and we're excited that, you know, we've got a new team member. So we definitely would just want to make sure that excitement just carries through and it just like funnels down. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I definitely think so. And you know, another thing I found myself guilty of, I assumed that everybody understood what to do. I assumed because in the midst of so many of you all that just kind of know what to do. You get it. Well, you guys, we need to treat everybody that joins us like a baby bird. Spoon feed them for the first month. Help them.
Yeah.
So these are where you can find this. Healthy with Plexus is where you can add your friends and engage in there and get excited and meet people, introduce people. Baby feed them. Make sure they understand and they feel welcome, because you want to set them off. It obviously depends on their goals. If they say, well, I'd like to maybe get my products free, and say, okay, step by step, you tell them, this is what you post on Facebook. When somebody comments, this is how you reply. You know, I'm excited to do this with you. And then start a 3-way message that. But if someone says, all right, I think I can really do this business, if you're not getting them on a 3-way with your upline that's all in the business, whoever that may be, you're missing the boat. Third-party confirmation is everything, okay? So make sure you're utilizing your team. Just some house cleaning, things. Those are some things that we were talking about that are always good, I feel like, to be reminded of. Hey, Megan. So glad you could join us. So I want to talk about some fun stuff. Like, mindset's everything, right? Like, I hope you wake up tomorrow and you are so proud of the fact that you're taking control of your finances in your life. Look around you at how many people are going to their crappy day-to-day jobs that are not filling their cup, that are keeping them from their family, that are not giving them financial freedom. You guys, we want to make sure that we are carrying ourselves in a way that they will come to us when they're ready for that, like social media. Make sure it's clean. You own a business. Make sure you're not sharing dirty jokes, bad political things. It's just, you're not going to appeal to the masses. Make sure you're being very active on social media. It's important to build your brand, because if I make somebody laugh by sharing something that I've done that's stupid, but I also talk about business, my products, and I also talk about how passionate I am about my business, when they're ready, do you think they're going to come to me or going to come to someone that posts about Plexus maybe once or twice a week and it's like a Pinterest picture? It doesn't show any passion. You want to stand out, be passionate, learn from those things that you see on social media that kind of make you go, oh goodness. You know what I mean? So keeping that in mind as everybody's on here, I want to know what everybody's goals are, okay? Because Andrea and I were talking about something amazing. Mom and I have been trying to brainstorm something like special to do with the team. And, we're doing a team an event this Thursday. I hope everybody's coming, inviting guests for a fun night out. I can't wait to just meet a lot of you new people. But so we have something really exciting. I can't freaking wait. Okay, hold on one second. We just need to do this real quick. I'm going to do a screen share. I need to get everybody's opinion and tell me what you think of this. Hold on. Here we go.
This is going to be awesome. I'm pumped.
Okay, can y'all tell me what you think of this? What does it look like? Y'all like this? Y'all like this house?
Yes.
Is it pretty? Do y'all like the mountains? Like, do you like Asheville, North Carolina? Would you guys like to go there for a weekend on us and have a fun, amazing weekend, hiking, getting in the hot tub, going out to whatever? Like, we want to give the people that are working and leaders something special. Like, I have chills. Like, I'm going to Hawaii this year, and I wouldn't have done it without the team, but it's just something to look forward to. And people that join you, and they can also work towards this. So what we're doing is we have from now until the end of December, okay? And you have to hit at least senior gold in your business, okay? When you hit senior gold and maintain senior gold in your business, you have earned this leaders retreat that we are throwing for you all, okay? So that's what?
I said we're still working out the little bits and pieces of it, but we're thinking senior gold is going to be the rank, and maybe like some PV or something like that in there, so we can
exactly
something like that.
Yes, so senior gold. Now here, this is why I chose senior gold, because you know why it's really hard for a lot of people to go from gold to senior gold, right? That's when you really put the hammer down and you're like, okay, I'm a professional. You have to help the people that join you also grow their business in order to get to senior gold. I mean, some people can do it on their own, it's likely, but you really do start doing events with your team members, helping them get bold and also grow their business and set their goals. Okay. You are a leader. That's why when you hit gold, I make you in senior gold. I make you an admin on Destination Diamonds. I feel like you've earned the right, okay, to be an admin on Destination Diamonds, and you've worked through some hard steps to get through Plexus. So that's really exciting. So you have from now, that's what, September, October, November. You guys, that's in
December. Is it the end of December? Is what we're calling it?
Yes, the end of December to get to senior gold. Maintain it now. What I want you to do is say you're already, you're close to gold, right? Get to senior gold, but also I want you to call your rock stars on your team and say, I want you here with me. I want you here with me. You guys just have to travel yourself, get there however you want to travel, drive or out driving or fly, whatever you fancy, but have a weekend away. Have a girls trip with fun, positive, amazing people. And
in the mountains. I'm excited.
Dude, I'm excited. Asheville is one of my favorite places. If you've never been, start to research it. I'm going to throw some teasers out there. But I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and I feel like it's something that a lot of you all that take your time out and get on these calls and really invest in yourselves, you will be there without a doubt. Without a doubt. So I want you to mark your calendars, senior gold. Don't stop at senior gold. If you can go past senior gold, go past senior gold. Okay? So we're going to get you there. Now, those of you that are silver right now, who's silver? Is everybody on here silver? Okay. Who's not silver? I know Candy is not silver yet. You're silver? She will be. Yeah, almost silver. I feel like maybe Christina Smith's almost silver. You guys are great. So you're in a really good spot. Elaine, you're almost gold. This is fantastic. So this is what we're going to do. Oh, I'm sorry. Christine raised your hand. Go ahead, Christina. I unmuted you.
Oh, I was just saying that I'm not silver yet.
Oh, okay. But you're close, aren't you? One more.
Right.
Yeah, you're getting it this month. Okay. So this is where you're going to shift your mindset, guys. You are a business person. You get excited. You share a picture of Asheville. You talk about this incentive that your leaders are throwing you or just something. You know what I mean? Like Plexus does a lot for us, but what an amazing thing to be on a team that does get people around you excited as well about the business. Okay. If you want to hit that next goal, I want y'all to start sharing about the business. So this is when I want to pour my little channel, my Celeste Gwynn, my Amy Paul. Y'all share the business. Okay. You are too sweet. Okay. We know you love your pink drink and we love your selfies with your pink drink, but how about flashing some of the money that you're making? How about telling people some of the, stress you're taking off your family by making a few extra $100 a month? You don't have to drop numbers. You don't have to say that, but I'm saying be that blessing and answer those prayers for people too. Yeah. They don't have any energy, but what about, a mom that her credit card got declined trying to buy her kids shoes for school? How about that? Help that blessing. So you have the whole package, and that will help get you closer to your goal. Okay. So I'm excited. I'm like super.
Yeah, me too. And a couple things you guys can, just ideas to post on Facebook, like, cause money of course is like awkward to talk about, but you're not bragging and you can always throw that in there, but you can just, you can post, like, say you, like, Bridget Ryan, she said, like, when she first started out, she got her first paycheck. She posted like, she bought pizza for her whole family, and she posted like, this pizza night is on mom. And then like, on Instagram and like hashtag like stay at home mom or whatever. And these people are like, how did you pay for that pizza? Or like just things like that. Like you can post like your groceries that you buy with Plexus, or like your gas, just like simple. It doesn't have to be like a Louis Vuitton purse that it doesn't have to be, it can be like a bag of chips. I don't know, like things like that, because everyone has different categories of what helps them and what amount helps them. So it just, and you don't have to be making $9,000 a month to be posting about the money. Like whenever I received my first check, I think it was like $50. I was pumped. I like ran into for my husband. I was like, oh my God, I got real money. Like I'm going to go probably, fill my gas tank up because I'm boring like that. But like that's awesome. So you just get excited about it.
Yeah. Share those things too. That's definitely important that we want to do that. Okay. So I want to open up to some questions. Anybody have any questions? I want to hear from you guys. I want you all to tell me what you're feeling in your business, what you're learning, what you're experiencing, something. Give it to me.
I really like that you are talking about leading with the business, because this is where our team growth is going to go. If we just talk about the products, we're just going to have wholesale product users.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good mixture. You need to do a good mixture of both, definitely. Well, another thing to consider is that a lot of people are starting to understand network marketing. Okay, a lot of people. They're seeing everybody sell things. Y'all need to play on that. So, for example, if you do a live video and you're like, why do you see so many people selling skincare, toothpaste? Yeah, they sell toothpaste in network marketing, joining companies like this. Or better yet, why do you see so many companies going down that avenue? And give them some facts they don't know. Answer some Q&A on your live Facebook. Have them written down in front of you. Shift their mindset, because then they can go to bed that night and you can say, if you go to bed tonight and you're thinking, gosh, I really need a raise, or I really hope I hit some high sales this month or something, then I want you to think about the things I just told you about this opportunity. And we should talk, things like that, like get in people's heads, talk about it to them, and invite them to want to know more.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we should do role playing on what is this opportunity? Because I'm going to tell you that we just brought in a doc, and my husband kept saying, well, he doesn't need this. I said he needs residual income. Okay. And I just had a nurse anesthetist ask me point blank, tell me about how I do this business. They make $250,000 a year.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's true. Everybody does. You can't judge somebody and say they don't need. Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Let's just go. All right, Candy, I'm going to put you on the spot. You're new. No better way to learn than just jump, right? Okay. So, Candy, if someone messages you and says, hey, Candy, I saw that you posted about Plexus. You said you've been in a lot of other network marketing companies and researched them. So what's Plexus so special for?
Well, I like Plexus because I know it's a product that everybody needs, man, woman, and child. So that's what excites me about that, because there's not just one certain group that I'm going to market to. I really like that it helps every part of your body, not just a certain part of it. It's good for your blood sugar. It's good for, balancing your gut. It's good for, losing weight if that's one of your goals. So it's just a well-rounded product line, and I like that part about it.
Awesome. I love that. So you hit something really, really important. You guys have to understand how important this is. We are not a fad. We're never going out of style like leggings. And you can just mark my words, honey, but LuLaRoe was not going to be around in 5 years. Okay. If you love it, you better stock up. I'm just telling you, it's a fashion trend. Okay. Every other company is coming out with a lipstick that stays on. All right. I have been wearing the lip sense, but I can't get it off to save my life at nighttime. It's kind of nuts. But I use all these products, but you guys, they don't have a niche. Okay. We have a niche. There are health companies, right? Weight loss companies out there, but we are leading the industry with something people need. Just like Candy said, leading the industry. Now, I want to give you a little advice, Candy. And this is for everyone, because this is what this is about. We're learning. I want you to change the tone of your voice when you tell someone why Plexus is the best. Okay? I want you to show a little more confidence and say, well, we're the best for quite a lot of reasons. What do you want to know about? The 11 ways we get paid, the profit sharing, the fact that everyone in America needs our products if you have guts, which kids, women, men do. I mean, those reasons alone are enough. But I'm saying, you don't have to, try to sell people on it right then, because they've already asked you, right? You already have them interested. So let your confidence seal the deal and make them want to know more. So they'll say, well, how would I do that business? You know what I mean? So I just think you're precious and darling, and she's new, and I put her on the spot. Thank you so much for participating in that. But I want y'all to just remember to, like, put your shoulders back, put your head up, and like, oh, I'm so excited you asked me. I'm obviously in love with it. You know, name off 3 things real quick. You don't want to say too much to someone when they ask you a question about the business or even about the products. But what you want to do is go right back to them and say, so what interests you? Are you looking to make a few extra $100, replace your total income? Like, the opportunity is endless with Plexus, but how can I best help you now? That's what you want to say. You look like a professional business person. How can I best help you now? Remember, you're interviewing. Consultative selling, well, you're consultative selling with your business. What do you need? How much money will help your family? You know what I'm saying? Awesome. Okay, I love that. Good question. All right, so Amy, if I was going to say to you, I've been in 5 network marketing companies, Amy, like 5. So why should I do this? People are going to look at me like I'm crazy if I do another network marketing company. What would you say?
I would say it's different and it's done the way it should be done. And then I would go in to talk a little bit about
well, I would ask you, how's it different? Yeah.
How's it different? Okay. Well, the number one is the way that you're paid. Like, you can get paid 5 times a month. You can get paid 11 different ways. And that, I don't know. I haven't been asked that question because not many people that I know want to do the business, but that's probably because I don't lead with it very often. So
I want you to push something.
But I would just, I don't want to like put too much on people, but I would say it's, you know, the products sell themselves. So you don't really, I mean, everybody needs them, like you were just talking about. So you don't really have to work that hard selling the products, because once people see that they actually work and how great they feel, they want to stay on them. Exactly. So, and then I would just talk about, I don't know. What else do you think? What would you say?
I would ask them a question. Always, if you find yourself forgetting something or kind of losing what to say, turn it back to them. Bounce the ball back in their court. Okay, ask them a question. You know, what do you do now? Or are you looking to make extra money? You love health and something, you know what I mean? These are things just kind of go over and jot down just to kind of have like a memory jogger of. But, you know, I always tell people.
Well, and then.
Good.
And then what, you know, what was your experience with these other network marketing companies?
Or what didn't you like about them?
What didn't you like? Yeah.
Yeah. What did you like? What didn't you like? But yeah, obviously you're letting them talk. You're letting them know you really care about them and where they are. Questions are super, super important. I feel like a lot of us in network marketing feel like we have to know so much, talk so much in order to sell someone. You guys, that pushes people away, talking so much. We cannot unload our complete story, our success testimony, our health testimony, everything we know on them, or they will run because it's all about us and not about them. I've watched someone.
It kind of has like,
yeah,
it kind of has like a desperate feel to it too. You know, I mean, you kind of like, I mean, you want to be genuine, but you also want to keep that like cool factor, you know. I mean, you just want to calm and cool, you know.
Amen, honey. Yes, that's right. Okay, great. Well, great job. I love it. So one of the best things, you guys, is what I tell everyone that they've been in other companies. Say, I'm going to venture out there and say that you probably would started your company, made a little bit of money right away. People bought your product, but people didn't buy it every month, right? You guys, you have to know your friends at all of these makeup, skincare companies. That's how their business is going. I'm not calling them out. It is the facts, because people do not buy those every single month. We don't. You know what I mean? So therefore, their residual income is not as great. So those are things we also need to be talking about. Highly consumable. These products are taken every day, so ordered every month. That's a huge difference in why our business is so lucrative. So just a little kicker. But I have some videos on this. If you watch them, maybe it'll kind of jog your memory. if the question comes up. So does anybody else have any questions that they frequently get asked? I'm starting to do lives on our team page, just kind of just give everybody a quick 5-minute question, for people that don't get on here. But as leaders on this team, do you all get common questions that you think your new ambassadors may run into or you're struggling to answer? No? Nothing stops you in your tracks? No? Okay. All right. Well, if you don't have any questions, I'm going to give you one more little tip that I wrote down. I wanted to talk about filling your funnel. You guys, like she said, Andrea said, this has been slow time summer. What you should be doing is relationship building. Okay. I have been filling my funnel. I'm meeting people everywhere that I go. So I'm just trying to make that connection, make a new friend them on Facebook, get to know them, interact with them, and I'm filling my funnel. Usually people sit in your funnel for like 2 to 4 months, sometimes longer than that, 2 to 4 months. So that's really important. If you're looking at people's like out in public and you're like, I don't know her, I can never talk to her about Plexus, that's okay. You just want to generate some kind of conversation with her and make that connection, or him. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget that part. That's a really big part of your business. Social media is great to tell your story, but if you're not growing your network marketing audience, you're going to hit a big wall and you're going to be like, what do I do? You know what I mean? So take note of that everywhere you go. So try to make, eye contact with people. And my classic line is, I really enjoyed talking to you today, even if it was just about the weather. I try to make conversation. And then I just ask if they're on Facebook and friend them right on Facebook. So it's definitely been working for me really greatly. So, all right.
I like that, Amelia. I like that. Make sure you always get a connection. Just say like, do you do social media? Like, do you like, and just add them.
And then message them when they add you, and don't Plexus. Say, oh, I'm so excited I met you. I hope I add value to your, to your day and make you smile with what I share on Facebook. That's going to make them think to themselves, I kind of want to see what she shares on Facebook. You know what I mean? And then know your intentions are good. That has been such a huge tool for me, meeting people out and about. All right. Does anybody have anything else they want to add? Questions? Megan, Terry, I kind of want to know how you're doing. I know you have some goals. You've been traveling a little bit. So, Megan, how are you doing?
Okay. I do have a question. This is kind of like maybe more of a personal issue, but so I have a ambassador under me, and I was with her last week around her friends that I've never been around before, and several of them were inquiring about Plexus, but she's not proactive in trying to sign them up. So, I don't want to step on her toes, but it's like there's several people who I could be helping, and she's not taking advantage of it. So how do I handle that?
Okay. Have you had the conversation? No, that's a really good question. Have you had the conversation with her about, are you doing the business?
Yes. And she says she is, but she isn't. And it's like, I'm going to talk to them about it. And I had sold one of them I think it was, the Edge and Slim trial. And so I said, did you follow up with her? Did you see how things went? And she said, no, I haven't done that yet. And that was over a month ago.
All right. I'm just going to give it to you straight. She's not going to probably give them good customer service. It's not her time. She doesn't want it. She's not, you know what I'm saying? And I found that I thought it would excite people if I met their friends and they wanted what I had and I put them under them. It didn't. They didn't work. They thought, oh, I don't need to do anything. Doing all the work for me. It really backfired for me. I will never, and I vowed to never, ever do it again. You know what I mean? And I tell my friends, hey, if I make a connection with someone, and, through someone else, I friend them on Facebook. I just get that relationship going. And I tell my friend, hey, so-and-so wants to sign up for Plexus or get Plexus products. I have them, they want to start as a customer. I will totally let them order from me. and I tell my friend, like, I don't want to push Plexus on you. Like, I can tell you're not really passionate about it. I don't want you to feel bothered, like you have to check in on people. So, like, several of your friends are interested in the products. Do you want me to move forward and help them? That's exactly what I would say.
Okay.
Because don't do the work for someone else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And there could be 3 of them who need the business.
Look, I put Andrea under one of my friends, you know what I mean? And she's a rock star. And I just put her under there because, you know, I mean, we were introduced from her years ago, but they were closer in Charleston, South Carolina together. And I thought it would help my friend, and it didn't, you know what I mean? So I would handle that with grace and class and let your friend know. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Good question.
Good question.
Honesty is a really good thing to have, you know? Definitely. All right, Kathleen, go ahead.
Would you start out with saying, you know, I believe in these products 125%. I believe in this opportunity, and everybody needs Plexus. So should I move forward with your friends? I think that's what I would say. Is that sound? I mean, you need to have your belief, of course.
Right.
You need to have your belief. Maybe she will possibly get some of it, but yeah.
Okay.
Is that, what do you think about, you know, your putting your belief in the products and the company to her?
Yeah, I think I can do that. I just, you know,
have
you don't
to
upset someone yet, you know, they're not pursuing it. So I feel like I need to address it.
If she didn't even follow up with someone that bought a trial, I'm telling you, it's just, I would just address the reality. Listen, the reality is this. Hey, girl, I can kind of read that you're not really feeling the Plexus business and want to help people. And I don't want to push you to do something you don't want to do. I happen to love this. And, like, I have really big goals for my family. I know many of your friends were interested. And if you don't feel excited to help them and share with them, do you mind if I move forward talking to them? I don't want to step on any toes, but I just wanted to, you know, ask your opinion. Because you do need to bring up the fact that she doesn't seem excited without saying you're not excited, but also let her know you're not trying to push her into doing something she doesn't want to do. You know what I mean? That's what I did with my friend. I don't want to push her into doing something she want to do. I see great potential in her, and I told her. But again, I have to, you know, I am working this as a full-time business, you know? So I think you'll know what to do. Just call her on the phone or, you know, talk to her in person. I wouldn't do any text because you can't read tone through text. All right, Kathleen, I'm sorry. Go ahead, dear.
And along that same lines, if there's someone that says, I did like the process, and I'm not taking them the way I should, but I'm basically, there's somebody's white line. They once in a while they order more BioCleanse, but they're under 3 lines of people that aren't doing a whole bunch, and they're not doing a whole bunch. I guess is the high road to say, man, get on it and do it, or
you mean get on it and do the products?
Yes, like so there's someone that says, I wish I were with you. I'm not really doing the products right now, but they paid the ambassador fee 6 months ago, and now once in a while they order. You know, they're not consistent on products. They're not doing anything. Their upline isn't doing anything.
Well,
go ahead.
They could cancel. They could cancel their ambassador membership, and then they could reorder as a customer under you. They can't sign up for wholesale again for 4 to 6 months. I had someone cancel their ambassadorship under me, got off the products, and then she wanted to come back, and she ordered as a preferred customer for 4 months and then rejoined again. That's what they could do. But yeah, that's another thing, you all. Stand your ground and let people know. If you're not going to be consistent on a minimum of 4 products, you don't need to do wholesale. 3 to 4 products, okay? Because if someone goes down to Slim and ProBio or Slim and Accelerator, you make 0 money. And we're not in this business to make 0 money. say, you would be great as a preferred customer. That's a wonderful price. They get a 10% discount on their 4th consecutive month of ordering Plexus as a preferred customer. That's a fantastic deal. So lead them that way and say, if you're only doing one product, why don't you just cancel your ambassadorship? We'll get you signed up as a customer and you can just order as you'd like to.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes, that's exactly what I would do. All right. Anybody else?
I will add that's why my numbers are down this month, because I've had like 9 new preferred customers, because I'm like, if you're not going to do this and you're not going to, I've got several who say they're going to work the business and then never do anything. So it's like, I'm not.
Well, no, they don't have, every ambassador doesn't have to work the business.
But a lot of times
from everyone working the business, the majority of my points are just people that order their products consistently because they love them and they want to. So I don't take it away from people if they don't want to work the business. But if they tell me they just want to try it, I'm like, no.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've been going through like what Andrea says and like that interview process.
Yeah.
And if I'm getting that vibe from them that like in a month or two, this isn't going to be something like they can afford every month or, things like that, then I've not been doing it. So
now if they say, if this is what I'll say to someone, if I get that vibe, say, would you like me to get your products paid for? Is that something you'd like? If they say yes, say, okay, we do it step by step. It's an easy process. We help people do it all the time. Can you post on Facebook tonight? Can you, start a 3-way message with 3 of your friends, your 3 friends you're excited to share Plexus with? If they say yes to both of those, then I would give them the benefit of the doubt if they can do a little bit of the work. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And I have several ambassadors that told me they were going to do that and signed up and told me they were ready to work the business and get their products paid for, and they've not done any of that.
Have you done
I feel like
with them and Andrea?
Well, a lot of them, they message me back 2, 3, 4 days later. If I text them, they're not messaging me back.
Let me see it.
I didn't take it.
I would call them, I mean, I've really gotten back to just picking up the phone when people call. Like the back office now, if they put their number under cell phone, it doesn't show in the back office, that's
what I was going to say. A lot of my people, their numbers aren't there. So I didn't know.
Yeah, when we sign people up, always tell them to put their cell phone in the home section, not cell phone. Okay. Because we don't get the number. And I've brought that to Plexus. I really hope that they change that in the new back office. But just pick up the phone. It'll save you time. They'll hear your excitement. And you can tell them, so that's my opinion. But you're doing that right, You do not want to sign up white lines. It's a punch in the face every time,
It seems like the whole first month of my business is everybody that I signed up, they're ordering under 100 PV or they're white line down. And it's like totally frustrating.
All right, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was saying, honestly, like Amelia said, don't mind me in these things. My husband gave them to me because my phone was dying and he was like, that's so loud. But so I honestly, like, it happens, okay? Like, because you went fast. It happens when you go fast start gold. And it happens, like, when you first sign people up, because in the beginning, we don't know what to tell the people. Okay, we're still learning, okay? So it's totally fine. Don't get discouraged. But like I said earlier, what you can do is pick up the phone and call them and say, listen, I didn't know what I was doing. I'll be honest. I was learning with you. So what I want to do, and you can put an incentive in there too. Say, listen, I want to invite you back on and give you $10 off your next order or $10 off a product, and in addition to ordering 100 PV. And just say, listen, that I know that, like what Amelia always tells me, like she says, listen, I know that you want to support my business and that you are doing this because, this is my full-time job. And then you can just kind of lay it out there, or not a full-time job. What do you say, Amelia? It's really good.
No, well, I'm sorry. Say that again in response.
You say that you, like, when you tell people to, like, it's a really good way to tell people to, that they have to order 100 PV, convenience order, that you say, like, this is my full, or this, I know that you love to support my business.
Oh, that's okay. When someone does that and say, hey, I know that you joined me because you wanted to try these products best for your health and you wanted X, Y, and Z. And also you really want to help support my business. So here's what I want to, like, just kind of open my heart to you, and I hope you hear me in the right, sense that I'm saying this, is that not being on the triplex combo, especially if we have the Vital Biome now, I mean, there's no reason they shouldn't be ordering Slim and 2 other products. You know, there's no reason for it. X Factor something. Say you're not being on a full, you know, regimen to help your body the most is not going to give you the best benefits. You know what I mean? And in fact, actually, it doesn't help my business either if you're not ordering, you know, at least Slim and 2 other products. You know, and I know you probably don't know that, and I just wanted to be, you know, bring that to your attention because I know you joined me to help my family. Like, you want to say those things. And then I would say if you don't want to order Slim and 2 other products a month, I totally understand, but I would love you to, you know, switch over to a preferred customer. That would help my family. The price is still really great, and you actually do get a 10% discount on your 4th consecutive month. How do you feel about that? You know, just really, this is the hard part of being a leader, you all. A hard part about being a professional in this business. It's saying the hard things. Like when you're a manager, it's hard to fire somebody. You don't want to fire somebody, but you have to do those things to look out for your business. So I'm not saying you're fired, get out of my business, but it's like, it's doing the hard work. You'll never get to Diamond if you don't do the hard stuff. And that is breaking comfort zones, saying things that you're uncomfortable saying, and working that extra mile, you know?
Also too, like, a good thing that the business coach brought up was that, like, do we ever go back? And I was thinking about this and I'm like, you know what? Like, in the beginning, I didn't do it, and I didn't even do it halfway through my business. You know, when we sign someone up and they are just doing the triplex, like, we're kind of like, oh, okay, no big deal. Like, triplex, okay, fine. Like, we just kind of leave them alone. But we need to still be offering products to them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, check back in with them and say, you know, hey, Amelia, I just didn't know if you've seen, but we got a new multivitamin, and I would love to tell you more about it. I didn't know if you would like to add this to you, you know, like, you know, just kind of be their consultant. That way, you know, if they don't, I don't know. I know that I have some people that are like, I don't need to order the Bio Cleanse this month. I have tons of Bio Cleanse. Then therefore they're not ordering the whole triplex. But if we're recommending other products to them, they're going to be able to say, okay, well, they can replace that Bio Cleanse with the multivitamin. Do you know what I mean? Like, as they're finishing up their other Bio Cleanse. So, like, I have a girl right now who, you know, I told her, like, my business coach was like, you know what, if they don't want to order the triplex, then they can order the Vital Biome, the Mega X, the X Factor Plus, or the X Factor, and the ProBio 5. That is 100 PV on the nose. So it's like, if for some reason they can't take the Slim, this girl can't, she has insulin, like, it's just crazy. But so anyways, I suggested that, and so she's ordering that monthly. So that makes me hit my 100 PV with her. So you just kind of have to talk to people, you know, about it, and make sure you're still recommending products, because that's what we're here for. We're here to recommend products that work well with others. So I always make sure to do that. And that was a really good point, because I had totally forgot. You know, you just get so caught up and you just forget, but that's a really good way to keep building your people and making sure that they're staying on their products, especially customers doing that, like preferred.
Sure that, you know, you tell your newbies this, guys. We want to make sure we're telling our newbies this. Don't sign anybody up unless you're doing 100 PV a month for wholesale. Make sure, you know, if they don't want to do that, it's okay to be a customer. Explain. You are the professional. They came to you. All right, Kathleen, you had a question?
I had a question, and thank you guys for the. I mean, I'm just writing down all kinds of stuff, but to piggyback off what she was saying, I am a little bit of a one-horse wonder. I love the triplex so much that's where I go. I'm just like, oh, this is going to help this and this and this, and I really like what we're doing next month. And I'm thinking the next few days, I would like to talk to people about, hey, let's switch out your probiotic or your vitamin. Can someone give me verbiage on how because I have not talked to people about being a customer, about getting one or two things, because my tendency is to go straight to the
yeah, I didn't mean to do that. That was me.
Sorry.
No, I was trying to move my mouse. It's okay. No, that's a good idea. And I do that, and I ask people, and I say, I just keep muting Andrea real quick because her husband's TV. But I was going to say, and I ask people like, address, obviously, I know you know that I'm so passionate about these products. I take multiple products, but, I was wondering if by chance you've had some interest and maybe you would be comfortable with just swapping out your current probiotic and multivitamin. Do you take one now? Like, ask them a question. If they say yes, and say, okay, well, I'm happy to send you a quick video about my favorite combo and see what you're comfortable starting with. And, just go from there. Kind of give them information, get a feel for what they're thinking and stuff like that. And then obviously you want to send them a sample of the Slim if they just get 2 products, which is great. So that's what I've been doing. Like, I'm really working close to take my daughter to Disney World. So I was wondering if maybe you can't jump in with the whole triplex combo. I totally understand that. Perhaps would you try my probiotic and vitamin for 60 days and give me your feedback? And I'll give you a 3-day trial. What do you say? I mean, they're getting something, So yeah, that's how I would ask.
Hey, I'll add too. I've also been like, if they tell me they can't afford the triplex, since the Slim is so expensive and we know it's the most expensive part, I'm like, okay, can you afford, what is it, like $50 some a month? And that's the BioCleanse and the probiotic, and they still are having, good success with it. But that still got me 10 credits for Leaders Retreat. It got me a new preferred customer, and I'm getting ready to probably sign her up because she absolutely loves the BioCleanse. So I think it's just like, like just reading the people again, if they are. Yeah.
That makes sense. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, ladies, I know we've gone over a little bit, which, is fine. I don't mind to dedicate, as much time as you guys need and help you in any way, which, so who on this call is going to be at the meeting on Thursday at the Olive Tree? Awesome.
I can get a babysitter. I'll be there.
Okay, good. Because I was thinking I need some testimonials from some people that want to share. So think about that if you're willing. Doesn't have to be long. Just, quick 2 to 3 minutes. Obviously, your enthusiasm and excitement will get others excited. And yeah, so I'm really excited about that. So
Amelia.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just interrupted you totally.
Oh, fine.
Anyways, do we want to get someone to do a testimony tomorrow for the 7-day trial or a 7-day challenge?
Yes. Who's got a lot of people in there in the 7-day challenge? Kathleen? No? Okay. All right. Well, I would like someone to do a testimonial every day, one live, I feel like, for the next few days. Kind of amp it up. I've only posted twice a day in there as of now, but I think for the next going forward, we'll do 3 times a day. So let's see. Anybody want to go live in there and just give your quick testimony? Little lunchtime, little lunch crunch. Kathleen? Okay, do it. Yeah, excited. You remember, your objective is to relate to people in there, show them your excited story, and also, invite them to have their own testimony with you. That's the goal of doing anything live, any event. Get them excited, show your passion, invite them to have their own story with Plexus. So awesome. All right, Kathleen, Brianna, do you want to go on, what's tomorrow? Do you want to go on Thursday? Anybody else? Olivia, I know you're not afraid to go live. Do you want to? Candy, do you want to go live? No? Scared? You know a good place to start going live to get practice is Healthy with Plexus, you guys. Okay, you can just go in there in that private group and share your testimony, and just Amy Teeter, I challenged her to go live in there, and she got 3 new customers, 1 ambassador out of that. It was crazy. So don't be afraid. My internet keeps saying it's going out. I'm sorry. All right, well, ladies, I'll let you go. If you don't have anything else you want to share, ask. Thank you all so much for joining. I had a good time talking to y'all tonight. Can't hear you, Andrea. Go ahead. What'd you say?
Oh, thank you. That's awesome.
You're welcome. All right, we will talk soon. Everybody, I guess my mom already got off. Okay, Teresa, well, I'll get you in touch with my mom, or you can reach out to her, obviously, too, anytime. You know that, right? Okay? Okay, great. All right, good night, y'all.
Thank you guys for investing